So, welcome back. It's day 8 of this 10-day meditation series. We're going to be continuing with the chakra meditation today. We're going to be getting straight into practice, so when you're ready, find your position. Whether it's on the chair or floor. Straight spine. Posture that represents both alertness on one hand, but also relaxation on the other. And just closing your eyes when you're ready. Just settling into the space around you. Bringing your attention to the breath now. Noticing each in-breath, each out-breath. Noticing whether the breaths are long or short, deep or shallow. Now bringing your attention to the first chakra, the base of the spine. Imagine you're breathing into this area. And a brilliant ball of energy or light in the color red. Now to the second chakra, in the lower abdomen, and the colour orange. And the third chakra, solar plexus, the colour yellow. Centre of the chest, the colour green. Now the throat, the colour blue. Now the third eye area, colour indigo. Now the crown, the top of the head, the colour violet. Just letting go of any visualization now. Relaxing all efforts. Just notice whatever you happen to notice. Just bringing the attention back to the body. Opening your eyes in your own time. So, following on somewhat from the theme of yesterday, I'm cautious to be too prescriptive with meditative practice. There does come a time when one tries to get a feel for what is going to be useful as a way to bring the mind back to the middle, bring them back to a state of wholeness and a beautiful state of mind. There are absolutely certain situations where a prescription can be very helpful, and it's actually quite clear. So, like, for example, if we're feeling a lot of anger, we can practice loving kindness as an antidote. If we're feeling very lethargic, we can practice energy and investigation to bring our mind back to the middle. With the chakra meditation, I wouldn't say there's any specific time that it's the right time to use this meditation, but it's a great way to mix up our practice. It's a great way to investigate into the body a bit more. Bringing us back to the analogy of the athlete, it's really good just to be mixing up different training styles generally. So, I like to do this meditation maybe once or twice a week, something like that, in addition to the real basic style of mindfulness meditation. And there's actually countless ways we can mix up our practice. We can meditate in different locations, different parts of our house. We can go out into the public. We can meditate in fields, on a bench, by the beach. It's a personal favorite. In parks. And this can be a really effective way just to mix it up a bit and give the mind something new to keep it engaged. So very helpful that is to switch locations. If you're meditating just once or twice a day, then certainly changing the time of day that you meditate can be useful. I still think, in keeping with the intention to just practice, it's also useful to have at least one time a day that you regularly meditate at that time of day. And it's a really good way just to establish and maintain and cultivate the habit of meditation, because it is absolutely a habit. But then again, trying it at different times of day, trying it last thing at night, trying it in the middle of the afternoon, a really great way to test the mind, to develop the mind, and to learn about our minds. And when we feel certain things, if there's any themes or trends, and that then, of course, that's mindfulness. That then gives us the information we can then use to hone the mind and bring it back to wholeness. Another way we can mix up our practice is with the posture. Now, conventionally, we think of meditation in the sitting position, but actually there are many positions we can meditate in. And I'm not talking here about when we, walk the dog or drive our car or go for a run. We can be mindful during these things, but they wouldn't technically be meditation, because we're not devoting all of our focus and intention in that moment to achieving that stillness, rather, or to practice the dedicated practice of meditation. So in terms of the 7 habits of individuation, those other activities would not be considered meditation because they're not a dedicated practice. However, we can try different positions. We can do the standing position. Very simple, just standing, equal weight on both feet with the hands clasped either in front or behind of us. We can do the lying position. Pretty straightforward, right? Lying on our back. Usually we'd have the arms out to the side, palms up. It's one way of doing it. Or again, we can have our hands clasped on our lower abdomen. And lastly, we can also do a walking meditation. This is quite a specific technique, and I will record some content in the future on how to actually perform walking meditation. What I will say, though, is it's different from going for a walk. It's quite a different thing, because going for a walk, we're not meditating. We're not dedicating our focus to the practice. Walking meditation is a very deliberate style of meditation. And there's many ways to practice it. I personally like to pay attention to the sensation of the soles of the feet making contact with the ground. You also bring your attention to the breath as you do it as well. Some people like to focus on their visual field, use that as the object. So probably a conversation for another time, maybe a workshop in the future. But for now, just hope that gives you some ideas as to how you can vary your practice of meditation and how that is so beneficial for the quality of your practice and the state of your mind. So I hope that was useful. I shall see you tomorrow for day 9 of this series.